Hi, I'm Miss Power Trip. Welcome to my channel. Some of you all know me as Simone. I'm starting this channel, Miss Power Trip. That's what I go by because I am really and truly about you finding power within yourself. I'm really into travel, fitness, and nutrition. Those are the things I'm so passionate about because those are the ways that I was able to find my power within me. And those were the things that really brought out how I can make changes in not only myself, but also my loved ones, the world, everyone around me, you know, big dreams. But yes, so I'm sitting here in Nairobi, Kenya. How did I get here? Kind of a long story. So I started traveling in my mid-20s, and it really just kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. As a young child, I kind of got the notion, I understood that I was kind of low on the totem pole. I was, first of all, a Black girl growing up just outside of Chicago, and I was also very thin, very kind of frail, you know, so for several reasons, for my race, my gender, my weight, it was all kind of very clear to me that, wow, you're not the most powerful on the food chain. You know, I got that message loud and clear. As I got older, I really started to challenge that notion and started to rethink ways that I could find my own power and ways that I could be powerful and make changes within my life and within my community. Traveling was a big catalyst with that because as I finished school and everything, got into my 20s, I really wanted to see more of the world. And I didn't always have someone that was ready to go with me, someone that wanted to go with me, someone that was able to go with me, whether that be because of their work schedule, because of their family situation, whatever, because of their finances. So it got to a point where I had to make the decision, do I want to wait on other people to go see and do the things that I want to do, or do I want to just go and do it myself and, you know, find that power within myself? And that's what I started doing. I started traveling by myself all over the world to places near and far, places I knew the language, places I didn't. And traveling really started making me understand that I have a lot more say in things than I thought I did when I was younger. I have a say in my surroundings. I have a say in when I want to get up and go, what I want to see. I can do it at the drop of a hat. You know, I don't have to wait on other people. I might not have the biggest budget in the world, you know, especially at that time when I was, you know, in my 20s, but I could find a way. So I really found a way to not wait until I had the money to do a luxury tour, you know, to Paris, or a luxury tour, a cruise, or through Mexico. Or I started backpacking. I started staying at hostels, and I started seeing all the places that I had on my list of places that I wanted to go. And it was great. I found that I could make friends very easily. I started learning more about different cultures, differences, and I also started being kind of a representative for Black women, because a lot of places I went, there weren't many of us. So several times I met people where they were like, wow, you're the first Black person I met, you're the first Black girl I met. And that was kind of like, okay, let me process this. What do I want you to know about? If I'm your only experience thus far with Black women, I have a big role. I have a lot of power in shaping what you think about Black women. So there were so many times, so many stories I could tell about people who they went and like told the rest of their family about me, you know, because I was the only experience they had with our entire race, to be at that point at least. So that's kind of a lofty, you know, responsibility. I saw it that way. I was like, wow, okay, I'm really representing us. And it was kind of like, wow, okay, this is interesting. There's so many places where they don't have People really just didn't have interaction with Black people. And I started getting more and more comfortable in spaces where that was the case. So even that, there's sometimes where you don't really want to leave home or leave your comfort zone because, well, there's a lot of us here. We feel more comfortable, and when we have safety in numbers. But there's also times where you kind of just want to see how things are, just experience, just try. You might not fit in. There's gonna be a lot of places I went where I didn't fit in. I stood out like a sore thumb. You know, you could see me from a mile away. When I was a lot of times traveling through Asia or Japan, China, it was like, wow, you could see me from up on a high rise. You could pick me out because I was the only one around. But that was okay. I was still getting the experience that I wanted to get from that place, and I was also changing people's perceptions in the process. So traveling really, really helped me to feel empowered. As I got older, I started changing other aspects about my life where maybe initially I didn't think I had power, especially with food and nutrition. I really started doing my research first and foremost. I started learning, I started educating myself, and I started making changes to habits that I've been taught. A lot of us have been taught traditional ways of doing things, traditional foods. A lot of those traditions aren't maybe the best things for our bodies. I had to learn that. I had to re-educate myself from things I had learned from my parents and grandparents, and really had to start looking at a lot of the ways that we eat, a lot of the ways that we think about food, a lot of the ways that we think about just health and exercise. So those also became big parts of my life, and ways that I really reclaimed my power. And I didn't just have to do what I always done. I didn't just have to cook the same meals that I had been eating since I was a child. I could find new ways that, with my new re-education, new ways that I learned that these foods could be healthier and even maintain a lot of the flavors that I was used to, but in a different, healthy way. So I started, so I'm vegan now at this point. That was a long journey for me. I slowly started dropping things off, and I've gotten to the point where I'm really disciplined about what I eat, what I put in my body, what I put in my temple. I really, truly do think of my body as a temple. And yeah, I changed a lot over the years. Some people ask, okay, well, you know, it might be easy for you, but I grew up eating meat. Oh, I grew up eating meat too. You know, that's what we did. I grew up eating, you know, the fried everything, the fried fill in the blank, fried pork chops, fried chicken, you know, ham hocks and chitlins, and all of it, you know, pig's feet. I grew up eating all of it. But I do know that a lot of the things we were taught are not always good for us. And I think we all know that at this point in time. You know, we have enough information and enough research and enough data out there that we know there's some things, especially in the Black community, we need to change around. So that's also really big. One of my big passions is nutrition, and you don't have to have a bland, boring meal to have a nutritious meal and a healthy meal and a meal that's good for your temple. So I'm really big on that, really big on cooking, making my own food, because no one can, you know, you can really have more power and control over what you put in your body when you do it. You know, eating out's great also, but I'm big on cooking because I really can pick and choose what goes into my body and what nourishment I get. So yeah, those are just different things I want to be talking about on my channel. So I have a lot of titles. I picked up these titles over the years. I am a certified health educator. I am a nutritionist. I am a fitness instructor. I am a world traveler. I'm also a tour operator. I'm a Pan-Africanist. And I am a lover of life, and I really, really, really want to help educate and just speak power into your lives. I want all of you to know that you are powerful, you are able to manifest so many things that you think are out of your control. They're not. You can, if you cannot change everything, you can change something. You can change something. So let's start with what we can change. I'm not excusing certain things that need to change on a bigger level, but I'm saying, my first question to every problem I encounter is like, okay, what can I do about this? Because I can do something. My answer is never like, well, let's just wait on. No, we can do something. You know, while we're working on the bigger issue, while we're working on the external power, we can also be working on ourselves. And so I'm really, really big on finding our voice and finding our power and how we can change situations, how we can change ourselves, and how we can change lives. So I hope that you guys will come along on this journey with me. Stay tuned for more videos. If you would please let me know what you want to talk about, what you want me to talk about, what you want to hear about me and my life, or my travels. Hope we get to know each other better. I'm sure we will in the next weeks, months, years. And please like and subscribe below, and comment. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to hear. Talk to you soon. Bye. Kwaheri. Asante.